I died twice the night I had the heart attack. I feel sorry for anyone who says there is no God. When I died, I entered into heaven. I couldn't take my eyes off of what I saw. Angels had me underneath each arm, one on my left and one on my right arm. I was aware of their presence, but I couldn't take my eyes off of what was in front of me. What I saw was like flying a plane into a very rural airport. It was like when you see a light way out in front of you, and it gets bigger and brighter the closer you get to it. I believe this is the light at the end of the tunnel effect we hear so much about. I saw a wall of the whitest of white clouds with a light emanating from them. I knew what was behind those clouds, and I knew what the source of that light was. I knew it was Jesus. I saw Jesus riding the prettiest white horse I have ever seen. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. He was riding very fast from my right to my left. We were traveling sideways and toward him at the same time. We got closer and he looked over at us, held out his left hand, and said, "It is not your time." Instantly, we were traveling backwards at what seemed to be light speed. I remember spiraling back down through the roof of the building. It was strange. Then as I passed through the ceiling tiles and looked down, I saw my body. When the heart attack struck, I was at work. I had just come back into the building from the main office. My cell phone battery was dead. I got up from my desk and walked maybe 6 or 7 feet to plug in my phone to charge the battery. I made it back to the side of my desk. Then I had the heart attack. I stumbled to my chair and thought that I need to get my feet elevated. So I put my feet up on the desk and reclined the office chair. No one else was in the building. When I came back through the ceiling, that is the scene that I saw. My lifeless body was still there just as I left it when I was taken from my body. I slowly floated downward. When I got to the point where I thought I was going to kiss myself, I rolled over and just laid back into my body. I remember taking that first breath and how badly it hurt. I don't know how long I was there until I died again. It was almost a carbon copy of the first experience. We were traveling through space at an amazing speed. The only way I know to explain it is like in the movies Star Wars or Star Trek when they go really fast. The stars looked like lines zipping past. The only thing different from the first time was when Jesus held out his hand. This time he said, "I told you that your time is not yet come." I felt like I was in trouble for coming back so soon. It wasn't a threatening feeling or anything like that. It was a feeling of having to be told something a second time. When I came back through the ceiling the second time and saw my body, I braced myself. I knew the pain I was in for. I still had a euphoric feeling of amazement at what had just happened to me, but I knew what I was in for when I entered my body again. God let me know everything was going to be all right. There was a peace that came over me like nothing on this earth could ever imagine. I knew everything was going to be all right. While this was going on, my wife, who was at home 35 miles away, had no idea what was happening. But something told her to get down on her knees and pray for me like she had never prayed for me before. After she did this, she called my work because she knew something was wrong. I answered the phone, and she didn't recognize my voice. I was very weak and in a lot of pain. She asked me what was wrong. I simply told her I didn't feel good. I finished my shift and then went to the doctor. They ran tests on me and told me I had a heart attack. They did heart surgery and I came through it okay. If it weren't for God's mercy and grace, I wouldn't be here today.